Hey everyone, good morning. Happy Monday morning. Happy first full day of spring ahead here in the United States, daylight savings time. I am going to apologize right off the bat, and Roman is going to be upset with me, but I forgot to put the thumbnail up. I didn't get it done until this morning at I don't know, almost 8:20. So hopefully we'll have some people come in for cup and a card this morning. I am so I'm just buoyant this morning because I feel like wow, we made it into spring. It's early spring here in the mountains of Pennsylvania. But yeah, it's daylight savings time. It was light until, oh my goodness, 7 o'clock, 7:30 last night. It was lovely. Also, we have had very warm weather here for the beginning of March. Yesterday it was 70. I went out and took 2 walks yesterday, wore a sweatshirt for the first one, and I was a little warm. And I had my first day on my porch. Oh my goodness. For those of you who are new here, I like nothing better than to sit out on my porch in the spring and the summertime with a cup of coffee and just enjoy my porch, my back porch. It's just a great place to be. So, yesterday was my first porch day of the season, and that made me very happy. Oh, oh, look, my coffee cup matches my shirt. Oh, let's see, somebody's here. Who's in the chat? Diane Elizabeth, yay, and Polly. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are here because I forgot to put the thumbnail up until this morning at like 8:15. And I've just been sitting here chit-chatting about how buoyant I feel because it's daylight savings and it's sunny today and it's going to be 70. And yesterday it was 70. I had my first day on the porch. Oh, God, it's just such a great time of year. Everything's new. And hey, Andrea, I think you're new. Welcome, welcome, and good morning to you. It's nice to see you. Oh, wow. Wow, that's really nice for you too, because Michigan is cold. It's freaking cold in the winter, and we've had it really cold here this this year too. Andrea, we chit chat for a little bit and then we get to the readings just so that you know. And this morning I didn't put the thumbnail up until 8:15, so I'm just kind of waiting for a couple of the regulars to roll in. But yeah, I am really looking forward to a beautiful day. Diane, you're going to have a beautiful day where you are as well. I'm so looking forward to. Hey, Deb, how are you? Good morning. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to today, and yesterday was beautiful. And I know that next week and towards the end of this week, we're going to get back into, I think we're going to be in the high 40s to low 50s, which is appropriate for this time of year. But man, when you get a little surprise like the 70s in the beginning of March, you want to enjoy it. Uh, let's see, what else? What did you guys do this weekend? Did you do anything? Did you do anything fun? Hi, hi Leo. How are you? Oh wow, my bestie lives in Ohio. Um, I used to live in the Akron area. I lived in Akron for a year. I was working, it was part of my job. I actually, yeah, I lived there for a year and then I was like, yeah, no, I'm done. I got to come home, have little kids. We were going back and forth. It was hard, but I lived in the Highland Park neighborhood and I really liked it there. Um, you're going to have nice temperatures today too, Leo. We're sitting here talking about the weather and what we did over the weekend. So, what did everybody do? I did a lot of baking, as I usually do. You did too much. Ooh, but you got to see your grandbaby. Yes. Okay. So you were a little bit sore this morning, probably. Do you feel like with the time, I'm really grateful for the time change because we have it later at night. But man, it feels like for the first couple of days, doesn't it feel like the days going by too fast? Your daffodils will open. Oh my goodness. Yeah, ours won't be up until April. Yeah, we're a good 3 weeks behind you. Cleaning the apartment. That's what my son was doing all weekend. He was cleaning his apartment. We painted the bedroom. When I say we, I mean Mr. Honey did it. But we painted the bedroom. I did zero cleaning, but I did a lot of baking. Son is always welcome here. Do you want to, if you want to, oh, you're in Ohio. Yeah. So it is kind of cloudy in Ohio, Cleveland area. I know Pittsburgh gets, Pennsylvania gets, which is close there, gets, they get a lot of cloudy weather as well. But hopefully you'll get the sun. All right. Well, let's do what we usually do in the morning, which is to pull a card from the spirit animals to see um, what animal spirit will be with us for the week. And let me change my glasses to my big old reading glasses. Oh my gosh, Massachusetts. I'm from Massachusetts. I don't live there now, but I was born and raised in Attleboro, southeast, over by Providence, Rhode Island. I've been gone from there for, oh, how old am I now? Uh, 50 years, but I still consider myself a New England girl. Deb, do you know any Betzes in Tewksbury? Betz. Oh, you guys, we got we got Penguin, and it says authentic, but I have to get Ruby out to read the message. Those of you who are new here, I am a visually impaired person, so I use the tools that I have to help me. Yes, Penguin, authentic. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations. Just be yourself. What a great message for today. I love that. And family can be family of origin or found family. And yeah, so that's a great one to get. We get a lot of cats. It seems like when I pick for we've had an inordinate amount of cats, so getting penguin is really nice. So if you'd like me to read for you, just put read in capital letters for me. And I'm going to be reading from the Light Seers today and from the Sacred Traveler for the Oracle. And I'm going to read in the same style that I read last week, which was I take out some of the court cards, and I take out all of the court cards, some of the majors, okay? And then I read with the rest of the deck, and then I use those cards that I took away as being the guide that is with you for the week. And this could be like, a spirit guide, or it could be like an archetype that is within you that you need to bring forward. But you'll get it as I keep going. So, okay, Diane, you are up first. I edged this deck, and I'm so happy with the way it came out. Ooh, my deck is blue. My deck is blue. My cup is blue. And my shirt is blue today. I'm color coordinated. Oh my goodness. I miss Massachusetts. I miss the beaches in Massachusetts, the Cape. Spent my summers on the Cape and winters in the mountains of New Hampshire and Vermont skiing. Okay, Diane. What do we have for you? We've got the Five of Wands. Did you get the Five of Wands last week? I can't remember. So the Five of Wands, is about challenges. And, this could be challenges at work, competing ideas or competing ideas or competing opinions. The five is it's not anything that's going to end a relationship but it's just like little nitpicky, enough to be irritating. So watch for that this week, Diane. And you are a very accomplished person, and you know how to move through those kinds of situations. I think it may be irritating to you. Oh yeah, Leo, I'll do that question for you. No problem. All right. Ooh. So, I look at this card. So you got begin now. It says take your first step. So paired with this card, all right, so start now, take your first step could be on a completely different vein, but I think together with this card, this is talking about, don't worry about what other people are saying, doing, thinking. Take your first step. Do what you are comfortable with, what you want to do, what you know is right, and don't worry about the in the background. Okay. Who is with you on your way? Wow. You have the Empress. So yes, with this, taking the first step, this is creatrix energy with you, creating and nurturing and growing. And I think this is, growing within yourself. So like with these together, I think that there's something new that you're kind of thinking about in your head that maybe you want to do and kind of venture forth into, but you're not sure yet. And there might be a lot of negative chatter that's, it could be your own competing opinions, about why you shouldn't do it. And, Spirit is telling you to do it, to take that chance, to take that first step. And also that you are a beautiful creator and nurturer of yourself and your own environment. So, and of projects. So I hope that helped you, Diane. Good cards for this week. Love that for you. Okay, so Diane, and then I have Deb. So let's see what's happening for Deb. I got to see if this is the 7 or the 9, Deb. Hold on. Sometimes those are hard to read. It's not either. Vision impaired. Hashtag vision impaired. It's the 4 of Cups. So, on the one hand, the 4 of Cups speaks to this kind of boredom or letdown. But I think the fours are also about stability and rest. And so I'm wondering for you, Deb, if this isn't just a time or a week for like doing nothing. You're welcome, Diane. A week of just doing nothing, of being able to rest in the moments, take more time for yourself, and maybe experience a little boredom. It's okay, because you've been through it. So yeah, I feel like this is maybe this is a week where there's not a whole lot going on, or if there is, you can just kind of take those moments to sit and stare, just to sit and stare and do nothing. Are you laughing? Take it with a grain of salt, Deb. Find some moments to just sit and stare. Recovery from this weekend. Ooh, rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. This is a good one for you, Deb. So blessings are showering your life. And I think just taking those moments. We were talking about this yesterday during our meditation group. We were talking about like re-examining definitions of happiness and the need to be in the present moment and take that time just to sit and stare, just to do nothing, to kind of clear your mind, not to watch TV, not to read a book, not to listen to anything, but just, sit on the porch and enjoy the birds for even 5 minutes, because if you're not used to sitting in silence, 5 minutes can seem like forever. But I think also when we take time like that, we can see the blessings. They're so much clearer. All right, who's with you this week, Deb? Ooh, you've got the Queen of Pentacles. So yes, nurturing and growth and taking care of yourself. The Queen of Pentacles also takes care of others, the people in her orbit. But I think that for this reading, this Queen is telling you to nurture yourself, take time for yourself, slow down. And I mean, look at her. Look at the way she's sitting. That's exactly it. Just sit there with your pentacle in your hand. Just sit there with your twig crown on your porch or patio and just breathe and have a beautiful week. Silence can be deafening sometimes. You approve this message. Thank you. Yeah, silence for people who are used to filling their lives with noise. Like I was a person for a long time that when my house was empty, like when my kids were at school and my husband was at work, I needed to have noise in the house, and I would have the TV on in the background, or I would have music on. And several years ago, that changed for me. I think a lot of it had to do with my meditation practice and sitting in silence. When I sit, I don't have music on or sound, any kind of sound on. And that got me used to my own silence. Hey, Sam, how are you? Good to see you. Happy Monday. So yeah. Okay, let's see. Who do I have next? Is it Leo? Yep. Okay, Leo, you're up. Leo wants to know what's coming your way. That's sort of what these readings are about. What's coming your way this week? What does Leo need to know about this week? What's coming Leo's way? My gosh, you guys, it's the first day without a turtleneck. Okay, Leo, what have we got for you? Leo, I've got the Tower for you. Now, the Tower is a card about change. And it's a card about sudden change. So I would expect some changes this week, and perhaps some changes that you're not expecting. On the other side of that, the Tower happens when the Tower can happen when we've known that there are changes that we need to make, or that changes are coming. You have that feeling, and we do this la 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 la. We don't want to know. We don't want to. We push it off, we procrastinate, we don't want to do the thing that we don't want to do the things, right? We don't want to do the work. Well, that when we do that, sooner or later things combust. They either fall in or they combust. So this is about it could be about that, or it could be about just some sudden change, something happening that's unexpected, and unexpected in a way that at first is going to be like, oh, hell's bells, like, why? But once you're through it, you're going to know that it happened for the right reason. The Tower is just not always an easy card, but if we can kind of prepare prepare yourself, and know that it's there to, sometimes you got to tear it down to build it back up. Okay. Your oracle card says, wise leader, you are a beacon for others. So I would say in this moment, you're going to shine. You're going to come out okay, and you're going to shine, which means that you've already got that wisdom and knowledge in you, and whatever this situation is that happens, and maybe this week, it may be next week, but you're gonna know exactly what to do to handle it. You're gonna shine, and that's a message of that's a good thing to know on the inside, right? All right, who is with you for your journey this week? Oh, we have the Queen of Wands. So that goes really well with this card, because the Queen of Wands is she is confident. She's a badass in a good way. She's confident. She walks in her own authority. She knows what she's doing. She has it together. And so that energy will be with you through whatever this is that is bound to happen. Bound to happen. So now let's see. Um, hey, Roman. Uh, you wear the same reading glasses. Thank God for Amazon, right? Okay. Good morning, Roman. Yes, you can still get a reading. Yes, Sam, you too. I hope that reading helped you, uh, Leo. And I have Polly next. You're welcome. Polly, how was your weekend? I hope you're still here. Are you still here? Hey, Marjorie, how are you? Um, how was your weekend, Polly? As I'm shuffling. Oops. Oh, well, I just had two. Was it more than two? Okay, it was more than two. And somebody taught me a long time ago to put those aside, that those are cards that absolutely are not supposed to be there for you. So that's what I'm going to do. You know, sometimes when you're shuffling, a bunch will come out, and this was three. So I just put them aside. All right, Polly, what is there for you? Oh, you got the Four of Cups as well. Every week I draw a double. Okay, so you have the Four of Cups as well. So this could be a time of did a lot of cleaning and reorganizing. That's great. So this could be a time of kind of the four is about it is about boredom, and like I said with Deb, but it's also about like resting. Fours are about stability. So I kind of read this card as a time of that sit and stare time that does seem kind of boring, and but is necessary. It's necessary for us to to reboot. And I think especially this week, or over at least over the next couple of days, because of this time change, because we lost an hour, I feel like, you know, sitting back and you know, just having that time to to sit and stare. Now the other part about this card is that we don't you know, we're so busy looking at the at what we don't have, that we're not looking at what we do have. So that is a that's a little side note on this card, okay? Yeah, it always messes me up too, but I'm always really glad for this time change because we get an extra hour at night. But for the first few days, it seems like the days just fly by. Okay, Polly. Oh, now here we go. Miracles. It says, expect the wondrous. Ooh, expect the wondrous to emerge. So I don't know, like, have you been kind of like sitting around, maybe like waiting for things to change, or like waiting for a sign for something? Because if that's the case, it looks like it's coming to you. And like I just said, with the four, sometimes we are looking at and seeing what's wrong or what we don't have, and yet here's all this over here that we're not seeing, that's that are the miracles, you know. All right. Oh, you've got the high priestess. So the high priestess is bringing you, is bringing you miracles, is going to help you to see the miracles and the things to be grateful for in your life. And she is all about kind of pulling inward and doing the internal work. And yes, yeah, really, this is the card that you want to help walk you through this part. So but the miracles are there, Polly. You just need to find them. They're there and they will present themselves. Just watch for them. Oh, my coffee's getting cold. Cold coffee. It's okay. Okay. I hope that was good. I hope that made sense for you, Polly. And hi, Just Ask Wifey. Now, who do I have next? I think it might be, you approve this message. Okay, let's see. So that was Polly. I did Leo. Yep. So it is Roman. Roman's up. Good morning, Roman. I have to tell you, I mentioned you in the first part of my video because the very first thing I did when I came on was to apologize because I forgot to put the thumbnail up until 8:15 this morning. But I did 2 weeks in a row, so next week's is already there. Roman, I'm so excited. It's going to be 71 here today. I am just beyond happy. No turtleneck. The turtleneck is gone for the day anyway. After I get done here, I'm going to open up the back door. May go for a walk first, but I'm going to definitely open up the back door, run some laundry through, and I may hang that laundry out on the clothesline. I'm excited to do that too. Okay. One more shuffle, Roman. Okay. Well, my dear, you got the devil. So, what, I mean, we know the devil is about obsession. And I think also the devil can be about not crippling, but anxiety because when we're in an anxious state of mind, you know, that loop just keeps going around and around and around in your head, and it can become obsessive. The you know, like what we do to ourselves with our own thoughts, negative self-talk, things like that. And it also could be external things. It could be I don't know, lots of buying, but I feel like this with you, Roman. Like I just in my gut, I feel like this is internal stuff that's that's going around in your head, and it's hard to break that loop. Let's see what but you've got friends. You've got friends that will help you. Valiant courage. Take action take action with passion. So, you know what you need to do to get yourself free from this, from whatever this is that's binding you. And you need to take the action and do it. You just need to take that valiant action, have courage, and take those baby steps. Do one thing. Do one thing to move you forward today. And then one more thing tomorrow. I was talking to my son about this yesterday. I said, I used to make a list of 3 things. Like, I'm overwhelmed. I'm anxious. I'm not at my best. What 3 things do I have to do today? Because if I did those 3 things, I felt like I had accomplished something. And if I didn't make a list, I did nothing. And then I was beating myself up over that. And you have the Knight of Cups with you. I think of all the knights, he is the gentlest. He is the one that says, hey, look, I know how you're feeling. I know that you're feeling the way you're feeling, but we got to keep going. We need to keep moving. So I feel like that knight is also going to be there because, look, you've got a knight in this picture. This knight is going to help you to move forward gently, but decisively to pull you through whatever this is about. I hope that helps you, Mr. Roman. Polly says makes sense. Hard to stop listening to the noise in the world. Weighs me down a bit. We were talking a little bit about that yesterday too, because we tend to think we are in this world, and so the noise of this world affects us, right? Sometimes we feel like we're powerless because the people in charge are the ones that are in charge, and they're doing stuff that we don't necessarily agree with, and it can make you feel a certain way. But if we take power over our own lives and we determine that no matter what, we're going to live in a way that is most authentic and ethical to us, like that's all we can do. And I'm a firm believer that the ripples go out. If each one of us can do that, then collectively, like we've got a whole bunch of people that are doing good and are changing the world. And those people are really out there already. We just haven't seen them. Not that we haven't seen them. We do see them. What happens is that the negative stuff is louder. Okay, now I've got somebody else that asked me, and I think it's Sam. Sam did, yep. Okay, Sam. Sam says, may I ask a question? Will I be able to secure admission abroad as an international student? How will my financial condition be as a student with limited work rights? Okay, well, those are big questions. Let's see what we can get, Sam. Did we read about this before? Because I feel like you at least told us before that this was a possibility. Well, you got the sun. Can't go much better than that. So I would say yes, you are going to be able to be an international student. And I would also say that you're going to and let's see what the rest of the reading comes out as, but this is the best card in the deck for that kind of a question. Now the when part, I don't know. So it may not be when you expect it. I don't know like how soon you're thinking that you want to go. Have you applied yet? For some reason I feel like you were in the middle of doing your paperwork for this. Let me know. It says transformation, a fresh new day. No, a fresh new way of living emerges. So look at that. And I think that's a phoenix. So, I mean, these are two really great cards. A new way of living emerges. Now, so that could be that your living situation is not the same as it is in your present location. You may have to pinch some pennies as a student. I don't know. But I really feel like things are, things are working out. Things will work out. With ongoing war and race. Okay. With no family and friends. I mean, with this card, with this transformation card, there's going to be growth, and there's going to be a new way of living. So yes, you will be away from your family, and yes, there's going to be, you're going to be homesick. There's going to be times where you really miss your family. Thank the goddess for things like Zoom and WhatsApp that we can call and reach out anytime. But look at the picture here, and and the same here. So much sun and rising up from from one situation to the other, and you're ascending. So there is you will make friends. You will have opportunities to make friends and um, and you will survive. All right. Who is with you? All right. So you got the King of Swords. So what this means is that you want to, the King of Swords is wise first, very pragmatic, very down to earth, very intellectual, thinks about things with his intellect, not so much his heart. All right. So that's how you want to be with looking at going overseas. You want to conjure up the King of Swords, or listen to a mature male figure. Doesn't have to be a man, but who is very pragmatic, very clear, um, maybe a little blunt, uh, but think and be around people who can help you make clear, wise decisions. And that's what I have for you today. And I am so glad to see my friend Sunny. Look at you. You're here. Happy Monday. And okay, I think somebody wanted to ask a question. Yes, just ask wifey. Yes, you may ask a question. Marjorie, did you ask me for a reading? I'm trying to go back up and see what I've got here. You did not, but I'm glad to read for you if you'd like me to, Marjorie. Oh my goodness, Roman. Yeah, the only way to face fear is with action and courage. I ask myself this question when I'm feeling really anxious or really afraid. Usually, we have this storyline running in our heads about all of we go through the past and then we try to project into the future. And a lot of times it's made up stuff like that has not happened yet. And so when I'm really anxious or when I'm really fearful, I go immediately to my cushion, my sacred space, and I ask myself, what is real? Like, what is real right now, which is just the facts. What are the facts of the situation? And um, just thinking about that really helps to bring, bring it down, and to calm that fear. And Sam, same with you. That's very, what is real here is very King of Swords energy. And so you can ask yourself about your fears about going overseas. What is real? What's real about those? And it sounds like you're afraid about what's going to happen without your family and without your friends. And so I would encourage you to walk through that really pragmatically and not let it debilitate you. Haven't heard back from the university I applied for. I guess my agent middleman is slow. Yeah, it could be. And depending upon where you want to go, it could be slower than usual. I think with the cards that we saw today, things are going to turn out well. They're going to turn out the way they're supposed to turn out, and perhaps not in the time frame that you want it to turn out. That's the thing that we have to deal with divination and with reading cards. It doesn't necessarily happen exactly the way the cards say it will, and it doesn't happen in the time frame that we want it to. No, hugs for you too, Sonny. You're welcome. Okay, just ask wifey if you wanted to ask your question. I can read for you. And if anybody else would like a reading, I can do a few more if you'd like. Time for some water. The coffee's cold. Time for some water. And forgive the lag. I'm on StreamYard watching. Ooh, I'd love to do a week ahead spread for you, Miss Sunny. Let's see what the cards have to say for you. Everybody, also, if you could give me a thumbs up, that's really helpful for me and the algorithms, and I'd really appreciate it. And if you would be so kind as to, when the stream is over, just leave me a comment, because that's another way that YouTube pushes the stream out into the YouTube sphere, and how some of you people that are new today may have found me. So if you can do that, I would appreciate that too. And of course, subscribe, because I'm here every Monday and every other Friday and once a month on Wednesdays and with occasional recorded videos in between time. All right, Miss Nancy. Nancy, I got the tower for you too. 2 doubles today. Yeah, so you know about the tower. So sudden change that may not feel like real good in the beginning, but works out okay in the end. Like, how sometimes things have got to fall apart to build back up again. Systems have to break before they will. I'm really thinking about this as work for you, Nancy. That's what's coming through. I mean, I know you love your job and everything's going well, but I wonder if there's like a system or a way of doing things that is just not working and is getting ready to just, come tumbling down, break. I'm not sure. But I do feel like it's work related. Not that you're going to lose a job or anything, but that something within that system is going to have to break before they'll fix it, or a new thing will come in to take its place that's better. View from above. So getting the big picture. Yeah, so with the tower, seeing the big picture is seeing how everything had to come apart for the rebirth to happen, and for there to be um, resolution, but also that that rebirth and rebuilding, um, and things happening for the good, for the overall good. All right, let's see what archetype is here for you. I've got one sticking out. Let's see. I've got the Knight of Swords for you. I've got the Knight of Swords for you, Nancy. So, yeah, in this situation, especially where you've got a tower and then you've got that view from the top, this energy is absolutely what you need, because it's going to help you to move through it, move forward. But you're going to move forward with clarity and with using your head using your head more instead of your heart. When tower moments happen, we tend to feel deeply. But if we get too caught up in that, then the moment can be overwhelming or overtakes us. And I think this Knight of Swords is a really good card, particularly, just moving forward and having that clear mind. I hope that helps, and I hope that it makes sense for you. Maybe not right this moment, but you've got some looking at the bigger picture and moving ahead with clarity and with using your head more than your heart. So I hope that helped you. And if nobody else would like a reading, we are at the 10 o'clock hour. I love Monday mornings with you guys. It is always my pleasure to read for you. You make it so easy. You're wonderful to each other in chat, and I really appreciate that. I am, like I said, charge. Like I said, you're welcome. Getting ready. I'm going to open up the back doors today and maybe hang some washout, the simple things, right? And take a walk. It's going to be 70 here in the mountains of Pennsylvania, and I am just so thankful for that. I hope that the weather is wonderful where you are, and that you all have really good weeks ahead. Please, everyone have a great week, and be kind to yourselves, okay? Take care, everyone.